Hi everybody, this is the website boy from the websiteboy.com. On this short and sweet tutorial, I want to talk to you about I'm sorry, placeholders. Now, in some programming languages, you can go ahead and print out variables just from the print function in PHP from the echo and JavaScript from the alert. And see, we kind of do it differently. So let me just show you exactly how we can what placeholders are and how can we use them in the printf function, which is the most famous output function there is for the C language. So let's go and say we write print function like this, printf, and then we write whatever we want to write inside, right? In between apostrophes or double quotes. I'm gonna call it apostrophes. I just like the name better. And I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna build it and run it, and we get the word hello. I'm gonna enter and I'm gonna exit that out. All right, so we have that, right? So for let's say for example you want to print out some type of value on the screen or terminal, command prompt, whatever, and let's say the value would be 27 and you have 27 as a value inside your program, not a string, because right now if I go like this and I say comma and you know you can, let's say you want to grab this number from some other functions there, not a string, because right now you can't do anything with a string. It's just a string, it's just a display. But let's say you're making some calculations and you have a value there that you need to display here, you need to use a placeholder for that. Right now you can display this fine, but this value, this string here has no meaning because it doesn't have any calculations uh, that is using. For example, if I'm adding 27, if I'm adding 30 plus 45, just giving you an example, and I have uh, the calculation here, right? If I want to display this value here, right, I can't just write it down. If I'm using a program, I need to get the variable name or the value here um, with its calculations in there. All right, let me just go ahead and do it right now so that way I can better explain it to you right now. So let's say for example I want to display the value of some calculation that I made on the program. The way we do that, we have a couple placeholders in the C language, and they are represented by a percent. Let's start with the first one, which is D. All right, percent %d is for integers, and don't ask me why they name it like this. I don't know the history. The percent %d means integer. The percent s means strings, and the f, let me put the f right here. Percent f means floating point numbers, for floating point values. All right, the percent C means single characters. All right, and the percent, and these are very useful. You will need this when you are programming in C, just letting you know. All right, percent just will display the percent sign. All right, so how do we use this here on the printf function? All right, so let's say for example you have a integer here, right, variable, and for some reason the name of this integer variable is number, and then we are assigning it some type of value 10, and you make a program and you want to display this variable down here. All right, the way you do that is you go ahead and input that percent and the D. All right, and this is called the formatting string. This is where you input the placeholder there, and then it takes another argument. Once you put the formatting string, right, the value in the formatting string, then you need to put the second argument, and the second argument will be that value that you want to put in there. And what we want to put in there right now, excuse me, is the number, the variable number. So we want to output hello 10, whatever. Let's just take this out of here, and let's click on save, and build and run. And as you can see, it says hello 10. All right. And when I meant value, that's what I meant. Values that are generated by something else out there. They're already defined in our program. All right. Imagine that you can't possibly come here. Let's say you have a big program and you are outputting thousands of lines of calculations. You're not gonna come here physically, and every time you want something there, write it down in quotes, right? And then write another print f, another print f. You want a program to do this automatically, and for that you need to specify uh, values. You need to put placeholders here so your program can do this automatically. All right. So this way you can. And now remember that the percent %d is for integers, and if this is an integer right here, you can't use percent %s there because you'll get an error. Right. Save and build and run, and right here, right? Well, you get two warnings here, but it did not run. You did not get anything, right? It's not running right now. So your code would not run since this is a integer and you need a percent %d for it. So we're gonna save it and we're gonna run it again, and now it runs. All right. So make sure that you have that. All right. I'm gonna put the percent down there so that way you can have it as a reference. You can pause the video and copy that. All right. And I probably will have these exercise files in my website, so you might want to check on the website boy.com for it. All right. We can probably hit on this printf function later on and show you how to do some calculations, but we'll get to that when we get to making calculations and numbers and variables and all that good stuff in there. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you were able to learn something. If you did, thank me by favoring this video or liking it. Again, this is the website boy. It was a pleasure, and I see you on the next tutorial.